What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Over the last couple of months, I've brought you guys along with me to do all kinds of jobs on the ranch. We've moved cows, we've planted hay, we've got stuff going on in the shop, we put my wife's goats to work, we've done a bunch of stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that we've done that we haven't quite got finished yet. So today we're going to jump in the Pioneer, we're going to drive around, and we're going to check out all these different projects and get updates on the things that are happening on Farmer Tyler Ranch. First thing I want to update you guys on are these cows here at the home ranch. And yes, obviously, they're back up at the manger eating hay. We turned them out on pasture on Tuesday, I think, of this week. And I think I even said in the video that there wasn't a whole lot of grass out there, and I figured they'd probably get through it pretty fast. So anyway, yes, these girls are back eating hay. Now, it's not a full ration that I'm giving them. I was able to scale it down a little bit, which is good because my hay supply is getting low. But they are back on it. None of these girls are looking really close to calving yet, which I wouldn't expect them to be, but I am definitely starting to keep a close eye on them. This group of cows is doing pretty good. Let's go check out the others. All right, guys, so we jumped back here behind the barn into the working corral, if you can recognize it in this muddy mess that it is today. And the reason that we're back here is because this is where I raised my butcher steers for the final 2 weeks before the ranch butcher came out on Friday. So he came out, butchered everybody, and got them off to town, and everything's good with that. So I have 3 less mouths to feed in this pen. And speaking of mouths to feed, we of course still have all these guys, and they are ready to eat. But everybody in the yearling lot is doing good. Oh, and you know this guy's doing good. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? That's old Hank, man. He's just a big dog. I don't know if you guys can see the cows way back there. You know, I tried to shoot a clip down there and talk about them a little bit, but it was so dang windy that you just couldn't hear anything on the footage. So for some reason, up on top of the levee, it's not windy up here, and I think you guys can hear me all right. But not much has changed over here. No one's really bagging up or showing any signs that a calf's getting close. And these cows, unfortunately, are still getting 2 bales of hay every day. I'm hoping that that's going to come to an end soon. As you can see, we have great weather today. The sun's shining, but it's still cold. California standards, it's cold anyway. And this grass probably really won't wake up until it warms up just a little bit more. I think I made mention a while ago that I was having trouble with the cattle over here breaking out, and where they were going, there's a hole down here somewhere. I looked for it and I can't find it. I don't know if they were jumping or what they were doing, but they were going out across the levee cut and out into this guy's fields. And then they decided to head south, and they ended up getting in with my friend's cows, which really was a good thing, because if they went north and if they went far enough, then they would hit a highway eventually. So since we didn't really know exactly where they were getting out down here, what we ended up doing was just putting this hot wire up here just to keep them from even going down the other side of the levee at all. So every time I'm here, I like to check it, make sure that it's still working, because I can't go round up cattle every single day. That's what I was having to do there for a couple days. Well, we're getting 3.9, which isn't a hell of a hot wire, but obviously it's enough to keep them where they're supposed to be. So let's move on. Again, not sure how well it shows up on camera, but there's about 1,000 turkeys over there. Wow. I got lucky. Somebody left the gate open over there, so I was able to drive the levee all the way down to my hay field. And can't really see a lot of detail from up here, but that's pretty cool anyway. Well, we can't see a lot of detail from up here, and we will go down and get a closer look, but I can notice two things right away. Number one, a few of the target weeds that we were going after are starting to die. And number two, the wind has blown a lot of that hay down, and I'm really hoping that it stands up before I have to cut it. Well, the hay's growing pretty good out here. Still seeing a lot of weeds, actually. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to spray this again. That herbicide, it doesn't really seem like it kills it like you would think of, you know, with Roundup or something. It kind of just stunts the weeds, and then once the hay gets ahead of it, it'll shade it out, and by the time you cut it to bale it, nothing's there. But I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff out here still that I'm not really happy about. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But, well, if it's looking bad after a while, we get somebody to come out here and look at it, and we need to spray it again, then we'll spray it again. As you guys can see, the goats are done out here, and they did a pretty good job. So the next step is to come out here with the plow and work this up a little bit. I want to leave the hot wire up. I'm going to throw a bunch of chickens in here, and I'm hoping that they will go through and eat all the weed seeds, and then we can use their manure as fertilizer. Honestly, it's pretty crazy how much of that garden they got eaten down. There's a couple tomato vines left, but that's pretty much it. If I have a before picture, I'm going to put it in right here. Now, for those of you that are looking out here and thinking, yeah, something's missing, where are the goats? Well, let me show you what I got them doing now. So I've got them around my couple pieces of equipment that I have here right now. And the reason for that, I mean, obviously I can mow most of this. I mean, the plan eventually is to get it all fenced in and have animals out here. But for now, I have to mow it until I get that fence built. So to mow around the equipment, you either need to come out here with a weed whacker every time and do that, which is a pain, or you need to take some herbicide and spray around it so all the grass dies underneath, you know, the disc or the chisel, whatever. Well, I don't like the way that looks, just having random dead spots out in your field. So these guys are going to work again. But you know, they kind of seem to like it. I mean, it's gonna take them a long time to eat all this. There's a lot of grass here, and they're not very big, so I don't know, we'll see. So the last thing to update on is the squeeze chute. Now, unfortunately, I really haven't gotten anything done on this since the last video that you guys saw, but this thing is still coming right along. I just need to finish this kick panel. There's a little weldment that needs to go like right over in there somewhere. I need to build a little subframe for the top so I can put a picking eye on this thing and make it a little bit easier to move around. But after I do all that, then pressure wash the moss off of there and it'll be ready to paint. And once I get it painted up and looking really nice, then I can put this thing up for sale. And finally, get rid of it. And this job that should have probably only taken 2 or 3 days has taken me about 2 years. So that's pretty good for me. All right, guys, well, that should pretty well get you caught up on everything that we've got going on around here. I probably better just go ahead and apologize for the wind noise in advance. I tried to shoot around it as best as I could, but I'm sure it's gonna be making it into a couple of these clips. I did order a microphone today with a windscreen on it, so hopefully in the future this won't be a problem anymore. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on is that this morning I hit 400 subscribers, and that is just so cool to me. And I just wanted to take a minute to sincerely thank you guys for subscribing, and I really hope you're enjoying the channel. And if there's videos that you want to see or any questions that you have, feel free to leave me a comment. I read every single comment and I reply to every comment. Unless you're being a jerk, then I won't reply to you, but fortunately that hasn't happened yet. But seriously, I like interacting with you guys. I like knowing what you think of the videos, and when you give your input, it's really cool. So again, everyone that has subscribed, seriously, thank you so much. It's just so cool to me that there are 400 of you that thought my videos were good enough that you wanted to come back and see them again. So hopefully the channel keeps growing and things will just keep getting better from here. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.